So anyway, yesterday we have seen, yes, how to work with this. Yeah. So I was talking about hyperlinks. Okay, hyperlink or working with the links. So what I said is web application is a collection of one or more than one page, one web page. So web application is one or more than one web page. And one web page can be linked with another web page using links or hyperlinks. This linking can be done within the same page or between named paragraphs. It allows move or navigate between same page, one place to what here, another place, right? So the tag used for creating a links is anchor tag. And if you see this anchor tag, you have so many attributes in anchor tag. Let us see all the attributes of anchor tag. So A, and it followed by what here? href. So href means what? What do you mean by href here? Hyperlink reference. Hyperlink reference. And it followed by URL. It followed by what here? URL, right? So it followed by URL. And yesterday I said URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. So this define the location where the resource is available. And this URL can be absolute URL or it can be what? Relative URL or path, same thing. If all resources exist in the same application, it is referred using relative URL or current resource. The location of current resource that you call it as relative. So absolute path or absolute URL define the URL with its position is called absolute path or what? URL. And even we have seen what is URL, URI, and one more is URN. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. URL stands for what here? Uniform Resource Locator. And URI stands for Uniform Resource Identifier, and URN stands for Uniform Resource Name. Okay. So that is different things, right? So let us talk about, yes. Yeah, let us see the examples of this. Resize a window. Is it okay? Yeah, is it okay now? Okay. So let us see some of the examples working with this anchor tag. Let us see some of the examples working with this anchor tag. Okay. Okay, for example, yes. So I want to develop now this is a simple example of hyperlinks. So where I'm trying to say A href, I'm just writing, I'm linking different websites. What I'm doing is I'm trying to link different websites. By saying href equal to, I'm saying nareshit.com. So this is nareshit. Okay, now insert a new line by using what here break. So I'm saying href. I'm just writing nareshit.in. And again, I'm saying nareshit. So I try to insert a new line, right? So href. So I'm just writing here www dot. Okay. We'll just take some gmail.com, right? So here I'm just writing Gmail. I'm just writing Gmail. So I close the anchor tag. In VS Code, after typing HTML, I don't get the full. If you want to get the full structure, type exclamatory. Type exclamatory and select abbreviation. Ashwini. Type exclamatory and select email abbreviation, right? Not by typing HTML. Not, yes, see, I can do it, right? Suppose. So I'm typing exclamatory abbreviation. Now you get the complete structure of HTML. So including meta and everything. Why you are not getting? Okay, anyway. So after this, now open with live server. You can see different hyperlinks here. One is nareshit. Second one is also nareshit. Third one is Gmail. If I click on nareshit, cannot get www.nareshit.com. Why? So why it is showing like this? Nareshit is saying cannot get www.nareshit.in. And if I click on Gmail, it's saying that gmail.com. But where it is searching this? Where it is searching this in the server. So what I have to do here is, okay, I have to say, what I have to say here, http colon slash slash, okay, http colon slash slash. Why? Because, see, one thing is there here, http colon slash slash. Okay, I'm writing here http colon slash and slash. So www.nareshit.com and nareshit.in, gmail.com. Now, once I click on this nareshit.com, now you can see it is just open. Which website? nareshit.com. Okay, I can say back. If I click on nareshit, now it will try to open nareshit.in. It will try to open nareshit.in. So I just click on back. If I click on Gmail, it will try to open gmail.com. Okay, so this is linking websites. This is what you are linking websites. But for that, you have to give with the URL along with what here HTTP. What is HTTP stands for here? Hypertext markup, hypertext transfer protocol. In web, always the data is exchanged between the client and server using one language. And what is that language? You can call it as HTTP. But I'll discuss about HTTP in detail. Okay. But just try to understand HTTP colon www.nareshit.com. So it means, are you linking with another website or not? Yes. Here you are linking with what? Another website. You are linking with another website by using href. By using what here? Href. But I want to link with another page. I want to link with the page exist in the same web application or exist in what? Another web application. Okay. Exist in the same web application or exist in what? Another web application. So I try to execute and copy the output. Okay. So this is output. Now you can change the colors. You can change what your colors. That is active link, visited link. Okay. So you can change the colors by using V link, H link like that. Okay. Yes. For example, I have a multiple pages in the same web application. In the same web application, I have a multiple pages. In the same web application, I have a multiple pages. So how can you connect one page with what? Another page. So I try to take another page here, create. Okay, assume that I'm just writing here page 1.html. Okay, I try to create another page, that is page 2 dot. Okay, page 1 dot. So page 1.html and there is a page 2.html. Now these are different pages. So I'm just writing welcome to web page 1. Welcome to web page 1, right? And there is another page, okay, where I'm saying, yes, if anything is there, you type in the chart window. So where I'm saying, okay, so I'm just writing here H2 and welcome to, okay, web page 2. So I try to display two messages here. One is welcome to web page 1. The other one is welcome to web page 2. So how many pages I have here? Two pages. One is a page 1 and one more is a page 2. Then I'm trying to create another page which is called as a test page .html. So where I'm trying to link these two pages here. Now A, okay, I'm saying A, href equal to, I'm just writing here page 1.html. I just write here page 1.html. This is page 1. Okay, A, I'm saying here href. A href, I'm writing here page 2 dot. Page 2 dot, what is that? HTML. And this is what here, page 2. So I have how many pages here? Two pages. Okay. So one is a page 1.html and one more is page 2.html. But if I click on page 1, so it is open, welcome to web page 1. If I click on page 2, it is open, welcome to page 2. But is it these pages are opened in the same window or different window? Same window. Is it these pages are opened in the same window or different window? Same window. Same window, or you call it as same tab. You call it as same window or same tab. If I click on page 1, is it open in the same window or different window? Same window. Okay. And I have to say back. And then if I click on page 2, is it this page is opened in the same window or different window? Same window. This window you can call it as what? Tab. This window is called as which one? Tab. But can I show in different window or not? Yes. For that, you have to define target. For that, what you have to do? You have to define the target. So there is an attribute. Now tell me, is it this is absolute path or relative path? This is relative. This is absolute path. Yes. Yes. 1 minute. Yeah, this is not relative. It is not absolute path. What is this path here? Relative path. It is not absolute path. 1 minute. Okay. So anyway, no problem. So there is a target. Yes, I'll try to copy this. Now you have to develop how many pages here? 3 pages. So first you develop page one. First you develop page one. Okay, this is web page one. First you develop page one. This is called as page one dot what? HTML. So first you develop page one. First you develop page one. So this is a page one. And then develop the page two. So this is a page two dot. So this is page two dot what? HTML. So there is a page one and develop page two also. And these 2 pages you are linking it. So develop a page one and develop a page two also. Then after developing a page one and page two, develop another page where you are trying to link these 2 pages. Develop another page where you are trying to link what? These 2 pages. So that is page one and page two. Now you can call this as test page dot HTML. So this you can call it as test page dot what? HTML. So now when you click on this, if you see the output of it, so just open in with the live server. If I click on page one, it just open page one. If I click on page two, it will open what? Page two. So I try to copy this. Okay. So this is the output here. Yes. But when I click on this hyperlinks, it will try to open these pages in the same window or new window, same window. But I don't want in the same window. I want in different destinations. For that, anchor tag. So anchor tag provides an attribute. Anchor tag provides an attribute. Okay, attribute called target. Anchor tag provide an attribute called which one? Target. Using this attribute, so So we can define target, 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 or in which the web page, target or container. Okay, I can say target or container in which web page, web page, web page should be opened. Web page or what is it? Resource. A resource should be opened. Should be opened. So where it should be opened, right? You should open this resource where the target you are defining it by using one attribute called which one? Target. So the values of target can be, the values of target can be, now there are different targets you have. The values of targets can be, okay, there is blank. There is a target called which one? Blank. And there is a target. What is the default one? Self. Self is what here? Same window. Self is nothing but same window. There is what do you call it as top, and there is one more which is called as a parent. There is another one which is called as a parent, right? You have different things. So attribute values can be a blank, self, top, and one more is what? Parent. Parent. But what is the default one here? Self. Okay, what is the default one here? Self. Okay, so what do you mean by self here? So the resource will be opened. The resource will be opened in the same window. Open in same window. Okay, same window, or you can call it as what? Same tab. But if you are saying a blank, okay, if you are saying a blank, this will open in which window? New window, right? So this resource, okay, a resource will be opened. A resource will be opened in new window. Okay, blank means it will open in what? New window, right? So blank is new window and self is same window. But there is two things are there. One is the top and one more is what? Parent. So what do you mean by this top and parent? Top and parent. Top and one more is what? Parent. So parent, child. This relation is there here. For example, I try to open. Suppose I try to open a web page. I try to open a web page is inside one window. Inside one window, and within the same window, I want to open within the same. See, there are two windows are there. Two windows will be there. Suppose I switch from one window toward another window. I switch from one window toward another window, and within that window, okay, I want to open another page. If I want to open another page, what I can do is I can define the parent of this particular window. Parent of this particular window is what? The previous window. Now that will see it, but there are two things are there. One is the top and one more is what? Parent, right? So, but most of the times you'll try to use what? Self, and one more is what? Blank, right? So anchor tag is having some attributes. Now we'll see this. What is the meaning of top and what is the meaning of parent? Okay, parent tag and top. For example, if I'm trying to say href, if I'm trying to write here href, okay, I try to define the target. I just write a target. Target equal to what? Underscore. I'm trying to give what here? Blank. Underscore is what? Blank. I just try to run in the live server. Now once I click on, now you can see, is it open in the new tag or in the same tab? New tab. Is it new tab? Is it open in the same page? Is it open in the same window or new window? New window. See here, this is a new window. It is trying to open in the new window. If I click on page 1, it is open in the new window. But if I say page 2, it is open in the same window. So what is the default here? Self. Okay, if I click on page 1, it is created a new window. But if I click on page 2, it is open in what? Same window. Okay, so where you want to open this resource? What is the target? Is it a new or same? Even though if I'm not writing, self, what is the default one? Self only. Okay, even though if I'm not writing self, what is the default one here? Self only. If I say page one, sorry, if I say page one, so page one is open. Okay, if I say page two open in what? New O. If I say page one is opened here. If I say page two is opened in the same windows here, same page. It is same page, right? So if you want, it should be opened in the new window, then you try to define it as what? Blank. But what is the default one here? Self. Even though if I don't give the target as a self, okay, the default is which one? Self, right? So this is a target. So the target is nothing but where you want to open the resource. Where you want to open the resource. So that is defined by the target, right? Where you want to open the resource. So that is defined by the target. So I have to put two things here. Okay. Yes, here. I have to put two things here, right? Yes. Two tabs you can see. This is a tab 1 and this is a tab 2. So two tabs are nothing but two windows. Here two tabs are nothing but two windows, right? Okay, right? Now suppose I want to link, I want to link, I want to generate a link between the content within the same page. I want to generate a link between the content within the same page. Same page. For example, I have a text. For example, I have a text like this. Okay, I just open the notepad. I have a text like this. Assume that this is HTML and this is CSS. Okay, this is HTML and this is CSS. And this is what here? JavaScript. Okay, HTML, CSS, and one more is a JavaScript. Now here I have a links. What is the links I have here is HTML, CSS, and one more is what? JavaScript. Now what these are here? Links. These are hyperlinks. So this is a hyperlink 1 and this is a hyperlink. Okay, this is a hyperlink 2 and this is a hyperlink what here? 3. So there is a hyperlink 1, hyperlink 2 and hyperlink 3. Suppose if I click on HTML, then it should move to which one? HTML. But where is the content of HTML? Is it HTML content is there in another page or in the same page? Same page. Ring honor. See, I'm linking the content within the same page. See, I have not given information about HTML in another page. If it is another page, I can give the name of the page. If it is another page, I can give the name of the page. Okay, if I click on CSS, then it should move to which link? CSS. Now, this is one paragraph. This is one paragraph and this is one paragraph and this is also one paragraph. So, how many paragraphs do you have? 3 paragraphs. Then when I click on one link, it should move from one paragraph toward another. Is it each paragraph given some name or not? Yes. Paragraph can be given what? Name. Or you can give a name to a section by using what? Div tag. You can also use which tag? Div tag, where you can give the name for that particular division, paragraph. And whenever you click on that hyperlink, I can just link to what? That section. That section by using href. By using what? Href. Let us see how to link this. Okay. This is the hyperlinks. Let us see this one. Linking between the paragraphs within the same page. So linking between the paragraphs within same page. Same page, linking between the paragraphs within same page, are navigating, I can say, navigating between the content of what here, same page, navigating between the content of what, same page, navigating between the content of the same page. Okay, not between the different pages, right? Please. Okay, right. So linking between the paragraphs within the same page are navigating between the content of what, same page. So how can I do this? For example, okay, assume that there is a some page 3. Okay, assume that there is a page 3 dot. Assume that there is a page 3 dot what? HTML. Okay, page 3 dot HTML, right? So what I'm doing is I'm trying to write some paragraphs. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to write some paragraphs. So this is a paragraph related with what, HTML. This is a paragraph related with what, HTML. I just put the heading as what here, HTML. Okay, where I'll say, I'll try to write. Okay, where I'll try to write. So HTML, I just write HTML stands for some hypertext. I try to type some content. Hypertext markup. Hypertext markup language. HTML is only language used for developing web pages. HTML is not a programming language. HTML is not a programming language. Okay, not a programming language. It is markup language, which consists of what? Tags. It's a markup language which consists of tags. Okay, so HTML page. I just write some content. HTML page is also called web document. It is also called web document. That's all. This is one paragraph, and this paragraph I try to give some name. This paragraph I can give the name by using which tag here? Div tag. So I'm saying division. The name of this is, I've given HTML. HTML. Okay, HTML. I just given the name of this as what here? HTML. So this particular section I've given the name as what? HTML. This particular section I've given the name as what? HTML, right? So what is the name of this particular division? HTML. So whenever I want to move to this HTML, I just use the tag called which one? HTML, right? It is just like a bookmark. What is the name of the bookmark here? HTML. Bookmark. It is just like a bookmark. Okay. What is the name of the bookmark here? HTML. In the same way, I try to create. In the same way, I try to create another division. Another division saying, what is that? CSS. What is the name of this division? CSS. What is the name of this division? CSS. Okay, H2. See, there should be some space, right? H2. Okay, H2, I'm just writing CSS. I'm just writing CSS, and I try to define this with a paragraph saying that CSS stands for cascading, what is that? Style sheets. CSS stands for cascading style sheets. Okay, CSS is used to define or create styles, is to define or create styles. So CSS is to define or create styles. So the styles are styles are reusable, reusable between number of between number of between number of what is that, web pages. Okay, I just write like this. This is the content of which one? CSS. So we'll have two only. One is HTML and one more is what? CSS. But if you want to move up and down, there should be some space. Okay, there should be some space. What I'll try to do is I'll try to insert some line breaks. Okay, I try to insert what? Line breaks here. Number of breaks I'll try to insert. Okay, so that you can exactly understand. Yes. So open with live server. What happened? So we'll remove this unnecessary content. Yeah, it is down, right? Okay, so this is HTML and this is what? CSS. It is there down. Okay, so this is number of breaks are there. So this is HTML and this is what? CSS. We'll remove because, okay, let it be. So that you can see the links, right? Now here, what I'm doing is I'm trying to put some links. So I just write here H2, href. So you are referring to which tag? You are referring to which one? Are you referring to another page? Are you referring to another page? No, you are not referring to another page, but where you are referring to, you are referring to a paragraph exists in what? Same page. You are referring to the paragraph available in the same page. What is the name of that? What is the name of that? HTML. What is the name of that? HTML. Okay, HTML. I just write here HTML, right? So how can I refer it? Now this is a bookmark. This is a bookmark. Bookmark means this is a place where you have given one name, right? So what is the name of this place here? HTML. You can also use paragraph. You can also use paragraph and you can give what? Name. Paragraph and you can also give the name, but I try to use which tag here? Div tag. Okay. So this division is given one name. Now H2, an anchor tag. So hash, now you are linking to which one? CSS. You are linking to the CSS and I'm just writing CSS. Okay, so there is how many hyperlinks are there here? Two. One is HTML and one more is what? CSS. Let us run. So there is an HTML and there is what? CSS. I click on HTML. I click on HTML. But I should move down, right? We'll remove some BRs, right? Otherwise, it's not scrolling, right? No, actually, it should move directly to this. Sorry. Page3.html. Now, what is the link? CSS. Hash HTML and hash CSS. So this is HTML is correct only. This is CSS, right? So hash refers the ID, right? What is the ID I've given? HTML, and this ID is given as what here? CSS. It's correct only. HTML is there and CSS also there. Somewhere we did a mistake. Huh? This HTML, no, there's simple mistakes, but we cannot able to identify because you cannot debug it, and it will not show you errors also. The problem is it will not show you the errors also. Errors means by mistake if you write some content, some text. If you write text also, it will not give any error, right? Because it is a page. It is a page or it is a document, right? It is a page or document. It allows anything. It allows what? Anything. Anything is allowed. So that's the reason debugging, it becomes very complex, right? But anyway, try to understand this. Now this is linking. If I click on HTML, now you can see page3.html. So it is moved to which one here? HTML. It is moved to which one here? HTML, right? It is moved to HTML, right? What I written? Oh, oh God. So that is a problem, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is what here? CSS. So this is HTML and this is what here? CSS. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now this division is given one name, and that name is given by using an attribute called which one? ID. ID. And this division is given name, and that name is given by using what? ID. So you can give break here also. So the number of breaks so that it can move it, right? Yes. So open with live server. Now you can click on HTML. So it is come back to this and CSS. Okay. Now you can give top, bottom. You'll have no like if I click on top, then it will move to which one? Top of the page. If I say click on bottom, then it will move to what? Bottom of the page. But this is linking between the same page, linking in the same page or different pages, same page, same page. So why this is very much useful, right? This is very much useful when you have large content but divided. Suppose if you take this one only, if we take this one only, like python.org is there, python.org is there. If there is a huge content, right? Suppose start with our beginner's guide. If I click on this, actually this is frames, not this one. Docs, huh? So docs, no. So it should be in the same. Not this one also. So no, not this one also. If you have something, okay, yes, no. Examples, what I can show is, I'll just see this one. If it is having, I'll show you. Now this one also. Okay, anyway, no problem. So because these are different pages, not the same page. So what I'm looking for is same page. Okay, not different pages, but within the same page. Okay, so we'll see it otherwise, but within the same page. This is a link in the same page, not between the pages. We'll see tutorials, right? Shall we see tutorials? Some tutorials. Tutorials also you find same thing. Let it be. But try to understand this. The paragraph, you can create one paragraph within the same page and you can link it. You can link it by using which tag? Anchor tag. You can link it by using which tag here? Anchor tag. Yes. So I try to put the output also. But see, now if I click on HTML, you have HTML here, but you have to move up, right? CSS, right? So try to give the line breaks so that you can understand exactly is it linking or not. If you don't give the line breaks, what will happen? It will show you everything in one page. I can see every content. There is no use of linking content of one paragraph with what another. For example, if you have HTML and CSS here only. So why I should link again HTML? Why I should link again CSS? Is it required or not required? Not required. So when it is required is if you have a huge content in one page only. You have a huge content in one page only. You have a huge content in one page only. And if you want to move it from one page to what, one paragraph to what, another paragraph, then you go for which one? Then you go for which one? Links. Then you go for links. Otherwise, not required. Otherwise, not required. Right? Yes. Okay. Let us see another tag. We can see this in cricket bus. Okay, no problem. Let it be. Let us see one more tag. Let us see one more tag. So there is another tag which is called as, now this is working with what? This is working with what? Hyperlinks. This is working with hyperlinks. Generally use the hyperlinks. It is very much useful. Hyperlinks are very much useful to link one web page with what? Another web page. It is very much useful. Why? Because whenever you open any website, always it will show you only first page. And that first page you call it as which one? Home page. Okay, that first page you call it as which one? Home page. Not only that, suppose that is home page. From home page, you'll be switching from one page to what? Another page. From home page, you'll be switching from one page to another page. But that switching can be done by using, that navigation can be done by using, which one? Anchor tag. That navigation can be done by using what? Anchor tags. For example, if I say, suppose all courses is there, just see the source code of this, view page source, view page source. Now there is anchor tag and there is a link also there. There is an anchor and there is a link. We'll talk about link also. There is a link tag. See, this is which tag here? Link tag. This is which tag here? Link tag. Link tag. We'll also see what is exactly link tag and what is the difference between link tag as well as what? Anchor tag. Okay. Yes. Okay. But here it is used link tag. Okay. No problem. Next we'll try to see. Next we'll try to see another tag which is called as image tag. Let us talk about which tag here? Image tag. image tag, but the name of the tag is img. Okay, img tag. The name of the tag is img tag. Img tag is used to represent is used to represent what is that? Images. Is used to represent what here? Images. If you want to place an image within the web page, you can place the image within the web page by using which tag? Image tag. It is used to place an image within what here? Web page. Within web page, you can able to place the image by using which tag? Image tag. So the img tag is having the following attributes. Okay, it is having following attributes are what? Properties. Is having following attributes are what? Properties. The first one is source. Second one is width. Third one is height. Fourth one is alternative. Fourth one is what? Alternative. So source, width, height, and one more is what? Alternative. Now I think here it is given. Yes. You can see width, height, width, height is there. Sorry. Oh. Now just see here. So image width is there, height is there, and one more is what here? Source. Okay, one more is a source. And there is what here? Alternative. There is what here? Alternative. Alternative is there. Now let us see all these things. Okay, alternative is there. So most of the times you'll be using these attributes. Most of the times you'll be using what? These attributes. Most of the times you'll use this particular attributes. Okay. Yes. Let us see what exactly these attributes are. Okay. What exactly this attribute? Source, width, height, and one more is what? Alternative. So the first attribute is a source. So source is nothing but src. The first attribute is src. So this represents which name? Image name or image file name? Image name or image file name with what here? Path. This represent image file name or image file name with the path. So the next one is width. So this defines width of the image. This defines width of the image. Width of the image. That you are doing it by using width. So there is a height. So this defines height of the image. Height of the image. So here width and height are represented in pixels. Width and height are represented in what here? Pixels. Width and height is represented in what? Pixel. And there is one more, alternative. What is alternative here is, it is a text. It is a text which is displayed in the place of. It is a text which is displayed. It is a text which is displayed in the place of what? Image. Okay. It is a text which is displayed in the place of what? Image. Suppose image is not available. Okay, image is not available. Then in the place of that, I want to place some text. Okay, or if you move the cursor to the image, it will show you what? A tooltip kind of thing, that you can call it as which one? Alternative. So height is there, source is there, width is there, height is there, and one more is what? Alternative is there. But here width and height are represented in what? Pixels. Pixel. What is a pixel? A smallest individual unit within the image. A smallest individual unit within the image. It is nothing but a simply, you can say one dot. Okay, simply you can say one dot. It means image resolution is measured in the form of what? Pixels. Okay, in the form of pixels. You'll say no, your image is with how many pixels? Okay, you'll suppose if you set the skin resolution also, you'll say 1024 into 1024. What is that 1024, 1024? It is a resolution. It means number of pixels in a row and number of pixels in what? Columns, like that. Getting on? Okay, yes. Then generally in web application development, you try to put all the images in separate folder. Rather than putting in same folder, you'll try to put in what? Another folder. Okay, it means web application contains so many resources, right? Suppose you may have a CSS files, you may have image files, you may have audio files, you may have what? Video files. Like this, you have so many files. But if you put all the files in one folder, no. You try to divide your web application content into a number of folders. Okay, suppose if you are adding images, now create one folder here. Now this is creating a file and this is creating what? Folder. So I'll be creating one folder called, which one here? Images. I'm creating a folder. What is the folder here? Images. And within this images, I may copy all the images. I may place all the images. Now let us take one image. So I'm just trying to save this. Some data science. Okay, data science. And this is saved on desktop. Okay, this is the image which I saved on desktop, right? Okay, this image I saved on the desktop. Now what I'm doing is I'm trying to copy that from desktop. So can I move it? So which folder? Images folder, right? So this is my image. Okay, this is what here? Image. So this image is there in which folder? Images folder. Images folder is having ds.jpg. Data science.jpg, right? Data science.jpg. Now in web application folder, I'm creating one HTML page. So some page 4 dot. So some page 4 dot, what is that? HTML. Page 4 dot HTML, right? So I want to place, what I want to place in my web page? Image. What I want to place in my web page is image. I want to place image in my web page. Okay. Yes. Okay, I want to place image in my web page, right? So how can I place the image? By using a tag called image and followed by which one? Source. Where is my image? Can I give directly ds dot? I just write ds dot jpg. I just write ds dot jpg. But are you define any location? Are you define any location of this? No. You have not defined any location of this, right? I just given ds.jpg. But what happened here? Is it displayed or not displayed? Not displayed. Because is it this image is found or not found? Not found. You have to define now where this image is available. Where this image is available, I have to give the path or not. Yes. I'm just writing here slash. I just put a slash. When I put a slash, is it showing one folder or not? What is the folder it is showing? Images. Okay, within the images, I'm selecting which one? ds.jpg. Is it this is absolute or relative? This is absolute or relative? This is absolute path, or absolute URL, or absolute path, or relative path. Relative path. Okay, where it is searching images folder? Where it is searching images folder? Or where it is searching for images folder? Where is images folder? Images folder is there in which file? Which folder? Images folder is there in which folder? Web application one. So how your HTML or how your browser knows that? Okay, this file is there in the same. This folder is there in the same application or some other application by seeing what? Current page. What is the current page? Page 4.html. Page 4.html is exist in what? Web application one. It means this images folder is a relative to the location of which one? Page 4.html. The location where page 4.html is there, in the same location it search for which folder? Images folder. Suppose images folder is there somewhere else, then I have to give the complete path. And that path you call it as what? Absolute. But now this path is called as which path? Relative. Relative to which page? Current page. The location where my current page is there, the location where my current page is there, in the same location is it searching for images folder or not? Yes. Now that you call it as what? Relative path. Absolute means you have to give complete path. Suppose this image is not there in my web application folder. It is there on desktop. It is there on what? Desktop. Then what I have to do? I have to give the complete path. Desktop, where is desktop? That location slash desktop slash. I have to give the name of the image, right? So that you call it as which path? Absolute path. Open. Now when you open, can you see this? Can you see this full stack data science, right? Okay. Yes. This is image, but is it, can I define the width of the image? I try to define the width of the image. I just give 50 and I try to give the height of the image as a 50, right? Okay. What will happen if I open in live server? Very small or not? Yes. So 50, I've taken 50 and 50, right? So we'll just change to, so the width of the image is some 1500. I'll take width is 1500 and height is, I just take it as some 1000, right? Okay. You have to change according to the image size. It's very big, right? Okay. But if you want with the actual size, you don't define the width and height. If you want with the actual size, don't define with the width and height. So I've just taken 500 and 500. Yes. So this is the image, but clarity gone, right? So you have to increase what here? Width. Now this is full stack data science. Okay. Now alternative. Can I use alternative here? ALT equal to, okay, full stack. Okay, full stack data science. And what is that? Another one? A. Full stack data science and A. Now when you move the cursor, this is not a background. Please, this is not a background, right? This is not a background. This is image. You are placing image in the web page. We are not, this is not a background of web page. Nagaraju V. It is not a background of web page. It is not a background of web page. Okay, now it is only, what is the use of alternative is, suppose here alternative generally, Yeah, alternative is, yeah, yeah, you can, yes, we'll try to see how to apply that large images at the background. Yeah, you can place a logo using the same process, but see, now this image, now suppose if the browser doesn't support, if the browser what doesn't support, see, alternative, generally alternative is displayed when browser unable to display which one? Image. When browser is unable to display what? Image, it will try to display alternative text. So what is a text? What is the text you are displaying? Full stack data science with what is that full stack data science with AI or and AI? Anything. Full stack data science with AI or and AI? Anything. Getting on. So when you get the alternative, the text which is displayed when the browser is unable to, when the browser is unable to display what? Image. When the browser is unable to what? Display the image. If there is no image, I can say if there is no image, shall we remove the image? Okay, we'll just remove this image, right? Okay, delete the image. Move to recycle bin. Okay, now we'll just run the server. You can see full stack data science with what? AI. But why it is displayed this message? This is a text. This is alternative text in the place of which one? Image. Because we deleted image or not? Yes, we deleted a image. We'll just put image here. We deleted, right? So just copy, move to into folder directly. Move into this folder directly. Now open with the live server. Now you can see, yes, but this is only image. Now can I convert this image into the hyperlink? Can I put this image as an hyperlink? Yes. Now I'm just using a anchor tag. I'm using which tag here? Anchor tag. So in the place of displaying it as a text, in the place of displaying the text as a input, you are giving image as what here? Input. Now suppose this is a hyperlink. I just link with one page here. So page one dot HTML, right? So otherwise it won't show you. Yes. Now you can see this is one. Can I say this is one link or not? Yes. If I click on this, it will open what? Welcome to page one. Welcome to page one. If I click on this, it will try to display welcome to page one because I represent this image. I represent this image as what here? Hyperlink. Yes. Yes. Now this is an example. So this is an example of displaying what here? Image. So but that you are doing it by using which tag? Image tag. That you are doing it by using which tag? Image tag. So we'll try to see all this, like what you can see in when you see other websites. Okay, you can find some slidings. Yes or no? For example, if you open narration80.in, so www.narration80.in, can you see the slidings or not? So these are called as which one? Slidings. So this is next previous. Now we'll see how to develop these slidings, how to develop this dashboard. This is dashboard. This is called as which one? Dashboard. All this you can make it very simple using CSS and Bootstrap. Okay, Bootstrap as well as what? jQuery. Center. How to keep the image in center of the page using center. Center tag is, with the help of center tag, you can make that image is what? Center. Suppose if you want the images to be organized, then what you can do is you can put inside one table. You create one table. You create one table, right? Create one table. Table consists of number of rows and columns. Now, in which cell you want to display the image, just use image tag. Now, what kind of thing you want to do for CSS? If you want to apply the same width and height to every image, then I can put one style which represent what width and what is the height of the image. Width and height of the image. Okay, now? Yes. Who is this? Ramesh. Okay? Yes. So anyway, we'll try to see more on this, like images, and tomorrow I'll tell you frames. Images, frames, and after that we'll see forms. Okay, after that we'll move to CSS, right? So this week we'll try to complete this HTML as well as what? CSS. Okay, CSS, and even we'll start working with the Java script, because I'm just giving you not detail about HTML and CSS, but the things which are required to develop a website. So that knowledge I'm giving you, or which is useful in working with what? Django. I said you already, if I want me to, if you want me to teach HTML or CSS, I'll teach you 6 months also. But there's no use, right? I said, our concentration is more on Django and REST API, right? Before that, you must have the knowledge of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, because you'll be working with a JavaScript when you're developing single page applications. Okay. You'll be working with single page applications by using Ajax requests. In that case, you must have the knowledge of which one? JavaScript. Getting or not? Okay. So because of that, all these things, otherwise, in the first class only, I can start directly Django, right? Maybe we'll just complete as early as possible and then we'll move to Django, right? So we'll stop it here and tomorrow we'll continue this. Since what? UI means you also required Angular node. They ask you this also. Angular node. You have to practice. After completing this, you can apply it. No problem. You can apply as a UI developer, but you have to practice and you have to explore more tags. You have to practice and you have to explore more tags. Then definitely you can apply as a front-end developer. Okay, now your course content both, right? Front-end as well as back-end. Okay, now once you complete this, you can apply as a front-end developer because you are learning all UI technologies, right? Except Angular and Node and React. Okay, if you learn that, then you can apply as what? Front-end. Okay, yes. Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Right, thank you. Yes, that you can define it. Yes, inserting the tab directly web page. Do not download image. Yes, possible. Nagaraj, possible. Yeah, it is possible. You can learn by yourself. It is REST API is web services. RESTful web services. RESTful web services. Yes, RESTful API and REST API are the same. Yes, Ramesh. Yeah, I'll take it. Don't worry. Yes.